Hello folks! We're gonna give Sweden extra board a crack here, which I won't lie, I have not been enjoying thus far, because I have been back-to-back on turn 2 every single attempt, which let me tell you, is really hard to overcome, but we're gonna keep trying. Random number is 2. So yeah, Sweden is very capable of populating the extra board very quickly, because both their ravages and escalations add towns. We're gonna put our starting presence here. This gives us some Dahan plus access to the other board. Ugh. A little bit of a scary first explorer. Sands discard isn't great either, because that's like our best first explorer for this board. And yeah, we'll put our town with the Blight. We want to do everything in our power to mitigate the escalations. First explorer is mountains or wetlands. I've started considering opening with the G2, but Fetid couldn't reach the mountain to stop the build, so not much point. Speaking of mountains, take a sec to imagine what a mountain into mountain back-to-back looks like here. Ooh, hang on, wetlands is a bonkers explorer for us. The extra board wouldn't explore at all. Save Fiery for this. We're gonna have to eat this Ravage, because we're gonna have to Fetid 8. Okay, Sky's Herald, big fan. Moving Blight, re-adding presence, gathering Dahan, all good things. But Call to Ferocity solves this. And it also helps us to potentially pocket like half the extra board. And it frees us up to use Fetid elsewhere, which is huge. Pretty good pickup. I guess Call to Isolation would have been better, but I shan't complain. We could grow here and eventually like Savage Revenge the town. But I think we should up our Dahan count. We should also grow into a wetlands or mountains, since we know that's the next explorer. And wetlands is our best draw, so I like playing towards that. We do have to play Fiery to solve our corner jungle, but that's okay, this isn't a bad start. And if we win our 50-50 explore, we are in incredible shape. Oh baby, yeah! Let's get rid of this. So now a jungle explorer would be bad. We'd make a city here, which is kind of a nightmare. But you know, one step at a time. We've managed to blunt the snowball a little bit. Now we will G2. We want our disease. We'd also like epidemics, because we're not going to have Savage Revenge. Where to put this? I think it's a good idea to put it over here. Puts us on this board in case we need. The Sands Explorer over here is covered. Could help us out versus the Jungle Explorer. If this converts, we could either move the pieces out or stop the city. Also gives us enough to Han for a free miner, or like we could clever cooperation into here. So this is going to double Blight. We're not going to put our town here because then wetlands explores. We also don't want to put it in the sands because that risks a conversion. So we'll probably be adding to 1 because that Dahan's a goner anyways. We'll build the city, but that's okay, I think. So this here's our only target. We'll hope for Grim Toll. We do not get. This is a good card to get out of the way early. Doesn't do anything. Nor does this. This is Banana Town value. Protects us against the mountain escalation. Each board, so jungle escalation too. Yep, good event. Right, this would convert on an explorer anyways. We add our Ravage Town up here, we strike low something. I would actually gladly welcome a back-to-back this game. Just be a single board Sweden back-to-back, I can handle that all day. Yeah, definitely here. Jungle. Okay, that's not terrible. So we have tons of options of what to do here. We could Fetid this. That is an appealing option. We could also add our disease over here. Pull some stuff out. We would bring a disease into 1 for strike low. Leave a disease here for epidemics, draft an animal card, kill the city. This is also a very appealing option. I'm not a big fan of letting this build though, because then C7 becomes explorable. And if we play both our cards in that jungle, then we can skip this Ravage, which means no adjacent buildings get made, which is also a very appealing option. I just want to see this again, because like skipping our Coastal Ravage is good too. It will be coming up at least once more. Could also throw our Explorers over the Beast token to get chewed up maybe. Nah, I'm not big on this. I'd rather skip the Ravage in 6 over 1. 1 won't add buildings. It's seeming to me like Fetid Plaguebearers here is the highest value. We also get to move a Dahan out of the jungle, which won't be in play for a while. This seems okay. We draft any animal or fire card, we get to kill the city. Although, we also have a fear card. Quite a few would solve this. Alright, one more look. Fetid Plaguebearers here, and leave the disease, is pretty good. Explorer dies in this Ravage, which is bonkers if our other jungle solves, or mountains don't explore at least. With this approach, we're pretty much, for a couple turns at least, kind of just fighting the one board, which is easy mode. Downside being we can't skip any Ravage, which could be workable if 6 wasn't adding a town. We could add disease with our G3, but I really do not like kneecapping our growth. So we're going to risk our coasts a little bit, but I think skipping 6 is the deal breaker. We'll draft a card here, and what we get may dictate where we grow. I have to imagine we'll be taking Root Biters. We could solve this Ravage. Zero cost animal is great. Helps us threshold Bloodrack Plague, which is our best major. So, do we grow in Double Blighted Land, Coastal Ravaging Land, try to help next turn's Ravage? Big Dahan Land? Think we go here. We've got Destroyed Presence for Fiery. We could take down the freshly built city next turn. And we are just going to kill the city here too, just for more fear. Hope that something solves this. Stricken when we played Strike Low, classic. Can we hit Strife off our fear card? We've got nothing to push here. Okay, I changed my mind. Stricken was a godsend. Saving 2 Coastal Blight is quite good. Yep. No Blight taken, not bad. We could actually prevent this build. Fiery solves it next turn. But neither Strike Low nor Epidemics have better targets really, so this is pretty easy fear to collect. Coasts. Okay. Root Biters can solve a back-to-back on the extra board. That's got to be best use for it. And I believe we should send up here. Might cost us a blight, but keeps it away from the inlands. And will most likely prevent the city build. So yeah, we remain in decent shape. We're going to have a look at a major here. And well, Vigor seems alright. And kind of the only pickable card here. We've got extremely easy threshold on it. And somehow we've still got tons of Dahan on the board. We've been doing a good job of bobbing and weaving the escalations. 100% playing our skip. We also get a fear card off it, which hopefully solves this. We're obviously playing our 3 sun cards next turn. And we are really, really hoping we don't draw sands. Wetlands would be okay. Mountains would be great if the corner solved. But yeah, if we don't draw sands, which is awful for us, we threshold this, thanks to our animal, and we get to smash the left coast. We could play Plague Bearers over Root Biters this turn for Savage Revenge. Kill Town Explorer here, move Disease out. But Root Biters has a lot more targets. Like it could stop one of the sands from making a city. Lesser Spirits Imperiled. We can't pay for. Nothing bad happens, okay. We get to push our beast and get a fear. And we get to gather some Dahan, which is not bad. It helps us out versus sands. Also helps set up Vigor a little bit here too. Just having myself a think. This one can group up, because we know jungles won't be drawn for a bit. And yeah, we'll just work around the sands escalation. Let's try that again. Strife a town. That solves this. We'll cash in the disease, and this is going to blight. Which means we are going to have to add an adjacent town, which makes multiple lands now explorable. So we're going to have to add here and cross our fingers for no sands. We do have Root Biters. Saved ourselves from a coastal back-to-back at least. We are going to let this build through. Not this one though. No sands, please. Thank you. All right. What are we root biting? Vigor's gonna clear 3 and deal 4 damage in 2. I would love it if Root Biters could reach this, but it cannot. I guess we can send a couple towns from 1 into our kill zone. It's also back-to-backing, and there's a small chance we might only take 1 blight off the first Ravage. This turn's pretty simple, we just gotta figure out where we want our presence. We're going to 6 energy next turn, which is kind of the sweet spot for Vengeance Majors, I think. So Sacred Sites are a consideration. Blood Rack, Spiders, Hunger, all very good here. We'll be hitting this for 4. Let's put 1 into here. I'm still scared of a Sands draw, because that's a lot of cities being built. We can cover this. We kill the town with Savage Revenge. I think we grow here. Help the Dahan out with the Ravage, maybe. Now we explore either mountains or sands. Sands would mean 2 cities over here being built. A mountain draw would threaten just the 1 corner. Okay, let's play our 3 cards. Our major is in fact thresholded, always nice. This solving plus a mountain explorer would be ideal. Clear this with vigor. Push the Dahan out. We can fiery 5. These die. We deal 4 up here. Oh, hang on. I knew there was a reason I let that build through. Let's grow into here. And we'll hit that with fiery. That's a bit better, I think. Now we've just got this and this threatening blight. Probably go blighted off this, at our town here, that's fine. Temporary truce. That'll do. We get some beast damage and probably one fear. Which takes us to level 2, which is pretty big. Gather and defend in coasts. Not a bad one to get when your coasts are ravaging. Although we're under temporary truce, which kind of messes us all up. I'm leaning towards put the town here just to get it off of the sands. We could actually save ourselves this blight. Pull town into here, temporary truce. But I kind of want to take the one blight so we can kill the city here with epidemics. Yeah, it's just one blight. We've got at least a turn before jungle shows up again, so this does buy us some time. Isolation. We get to remove a lonely town. If we remove this, we could add the Ravaged Town back here, which would then protect us from a conversion in B2. But we do have disease there, so we could prevent a city if need be. We've still got Call to Ferocity waiting too. Yep, still mountains or sands. On a mountain explorer, we either convert here or here. This guy dies. Add a town. This temporary truce is really messing us up. We are 20 fear from terror level 3 and then 25 more. These ravage next turn. We can skip one, eat the other. As much as it sucks to do so, I think we have to get rid of this. If mountains explore and a city gets built there, it's pretty awkward for us to deal with. And unfortunately, this doesn't die either. So yeah, we'll take our Ravage. Taking one blight off coasts on a double board ain't bad. This town can build. This city can build. And here's our mountains. Okay, well, I'd rather take mountains than sand, so this ain't bad. So we Savage Revenge this town here. And we can stop this build with Call. I mean, we could gamble on beast damage, but I'm fine with the other lands this could hit. And I think we send them here. Don't want to send to sands just in case it comes up 2 or 3 times or something. Okay, so we skip this, kill the city. We eat the other 2 Ravages. And we actually have all cities on the board under wraps. Mountain here doesn't build. And then turn after next, Fiery plus Vigor kills the other 2 cities. Epidemics here, then Vigor here. No cities. Vigor will deal 6, Fiery deals 3. And that is quite a bit of fear. So we don't think we need one, but let's look at a major just in case that gives us a better line. We could rip Pent Up or Unleash here. Nope. Spill Bitterness is interesting. We could kill the cities here right now instead of the Vigor plan. But I think that risks us dying unnecessarily. Yeah, and if we play it this turn, we cannot play Strike Low, which would mean we'd be taking a stupid amount of Blight. Strike Low Plague Bearers, Root Biters is a very good turn, which sets up another very good turn right after it. We do have the energy and Blight to actually play Spill Bitterness, like sometime down the road, but I do not think it's worth breaking up these 2 very good turns. How much fear do we need? 16. This board's pretty fine for this turn at least. I think we win next turn without it. Skip this. City down. Grim Toll, hello. Fortune Seekers is actually fine, I think. What do we want to kill? Lots of choices. What else? We get Fetid back. Yep. It's actually pretty sweet. Gives us epidemics next turn. Grim Toll puts us 12 fear away. Let's kill something here, I guess. Don't want to kill our Mountain Dahan just in case. Regaining our unique lets us play 4 cards next turn. Remove a piece from a ravaging land. Easy. Oh, sweet, on each board. Nice. Don't think this matters. Okay, so we are going to go Blighted, as expected. Please don't add cities. Fudge. Alright. We shall add a presence here, because with the 2 Blight, Savage Revenge can kill a city there. We'll crank up this land with Dahan for Vigor. Did I screw up? Sorry, I've somehow confused myself. Oh, we have to select which board first. Okay. Right, because this affects both boards. So this is 4 cities, which is kind of not helpful. Just bulk up our jungle here. Probably same with the cities. We've got Vigor and tons of Dahan, so I think we can manage this. Just might take us another turn. This city is a no, I think. If we prevent this, we may be able to win turn after next. Yeah, so no jungle or wetland is building a city. I think we're in the clear, though I did think that a turn ago. Savage Revenge can kill a city. Now we can throw a bunch of towns into our Dahan Mountain, which Vigor will obliterate. Just going to play it safe here and take the town out of here. Plague Bearers will throw 2 more in there. Right. Next turn, we're just taking 2 Blight over here. That's fine. Just give me a sec to make sure I'm not doing anything stupid. Threshold this, kill tons of stuff here, send to the sands, kill the cities. And Epidemics kills the wetland city. Keep the disease here so we can cancel the city build. Okay, we G2, go to 4 card plays, and play our hand. We get tier 1 of both our innates. Savage Revenge can kill the city in B4 if disease gets ignored. Let's go here for Fiery. And should probably go here for Fear cards, support Dahan. 9 fast Fear, no problem. And we have enough energy to do all this again next turn, or sub Strike Low for Fetid. So feeling pretty good. Vigor deals like 14 or 15 damage here. There's Terror level 3. We can take out another city. We've got plenty of presence on each board. I don't think there's any event that can screw us over here. There's quite a few fear cards that could do something here. Local Diaspora's probably not good, but I think we can manage this. Hang on, is this our most populated land? Oh, we've got to resolve this first, okay. It is, okay. Just making sure. We get a point of fear off of this, and get to move this one. Finally, we push Dahan from a blighted land into a land without blight on each board. Well, we want to keep our jungle Dahan because I'm hoping those are going to answer the cities with the fear cards. So yeah, we're going to push these guys. Discord. This wins. All that temporary truce stuff paid off. Look at that. Game. So don't get back to back. Seems pretty good in this matchup. And get lots of extra Dahan and draft Vigor. That's my advice. We almost got a healthy island win. Not bad for an extra board vengeance game. MVP unquestionably goes to Vigor. Thresholding this card for 0 additional energy cost is really, really good. We managed to take down the 4 additional cities, no problem. The miners we drafted were really good too. Call was insane on turn 1 and thresholded Vigor late game. Root Riders also did work. Both miners helped to keep our extra coast, city, and blight free. Getting a Dahan ad on the first event here, no joke, might have won us the game. Pretty sure we dodged the first escalation because of this, which stopped a lot of bad stuff from happening. Stricken saved us a blight. Or 2 blight, actually. Because we very skillfully drew a Strife Fear card. Lesser Spirits didn't do much, unless the Gather mattered. Temporary Truce was nice until it didn't really play well with our Defend the Coast Fear card. We got a Grim Toll off this. And Local Diaspora luckily didn't hit us too hard. 2 major drafts, we only took 1. And that's about it. Yeah, thanks for watching.